Welcome to day 14 of the piano journey. Don't die with your music inside. Right now, we're doing short notes on the major scale. This is what we are learning today. So, if we want to form the major scale, so the major scale is a collection of all the notes in the major key. Okay, so let's start with, of course, C major scale. That's not how you play the piano. I'm just playing around. So we got to start on C and we end on C. Okay. C all the way to the other C. Is it possible, y'all? I'm literally using my index finger, and oh yeah, it is possible, but it's not likely. All right, if you want to know the form of the F major scale, you got to start and end on what? F. This is more like it. You got the big hand, you got the pinky, and you got the thumb. Bam. Yeah, you can reach to the beginning and the end of the scale. Okay. That's how it works, y'all. The easiest major scale, of course, to learn is the C major scale, which we've done numerous times. We can go over it one more time. This is the easiest. Once we learn the D scale, E, F, G, A, B scale, and we learn how to do it backwards and forward, then we can move on to the chords. Once we learn the chords, we can make music and make melodies and play songs. Okay, y'all. That's where I got stuck at years and years ago. Life got in the way. Life was life, and like they say nowadays, and it just wasn't happening. It just didn't happen. So we went over this on day 12, the scales, but we basically went over the black keys being the flats and the sharps. Okay, and then we went over the white keys and the scales like that. But we just did the C major scale because it is ho ho half, ho 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 half. In order to do a D major scale, um, we start on the D, but the whole step from the. Let me see. Why do they have this? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I don't know. It's starting on D flat. Oh, it's D flat major scale. So that's what made me stop before, y'all, because I couldn't get the flat major scales, and stuff like that. I just got the major scales. I know D major scale, right, which is D E F sharp G A B C sharp D. Okay, so that's easy enough for me, but it practice makes perfect, right? So the D flat major scale is what they're trying to teach me now, which we're learning together. So they're trying to teach us the D flat major scale on this PDF file that I'm looking at. And if I want to just do it and get it out the way, then and learn all of them, then I've got to learn the flat major scale. It's in D flat. What key is it in? What scale is it in? Oh, it's in D flat. Oh yeah, can you play that? No, I can't. Because why? I didn't take the time to learn it. So now let's try to take the time and learn it. D flat major scale, guys, starts on a what? C, D, E, D flat, D flat, D sharp, D sharp, D sharp. We don't want D sharp, we want D flat, D flat, D flat. Let's say we're started on D flat and we're going with the formula, which is ho, ho, half step, ho, 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 half step. Why won't he wear white when hot? So W, W, H, W, 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 H. Whatever way is the best you could remember, then that would be it. So we're starting on D flat. We are looking for the scale of D flat. So since we have the formula, we go from D flat, we skip a step, which is be the half step would be right next to it. Skipping a step would take us to the next, the whole step would be D flat, half step, D flat. So ho, ho, okay. ho, ho, half, ho, 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 half. That is the D flat scale. So D flat major scale, again, it would behoove you to write it down. I'm not going to take our time to write it down because we're going to go over it again. It could be tomorrow on day 15 or not. I don't know. But right now, this is what we're learning. And to make it more efficient and effective and more time included, we're going to go ahead and let you push pause and write it down if you need be. I have the cheat sheet. I have the PDF right in front of me. I'm not going to write it down like I did on day 12 for the scales here. Okay, the major scales that we did. But this is D flat scale. Okay, all you remember is let's see, it starts on D flat. So a whole step from D flat is E flat. Here's another whole step, F. Half step is G flat, G flat. And remember, guys, we need to use every letter. We've got to use the D, the E, the F, the G, the A, the B, and the C. And then we go back to the what? The D flat. Okay, here we go. Starts on the D flat. We got whole step E flat, whole step F, half step G flat. Skip, okay, and then we go whole, half. So whole step from that G flat is A flat, D flat, C, D flat. Okay, so the notes in here are, how many flats do we have? You guys, did you write it down? I know we have two white keys. Okay, white notes, white keys. I'll say keys. The two white keys are the F and the C. Everything else is flat in the D flat major or D flat scale. Yeah, D flat major scale. Let's do it. I'm gonna keep my hands here just so I can remember that this is the only hold on. Okay, so these are the only white keys. White F and C. So if we're starting here, we got I have never in all my life, I'm gonna try to play that. I'm gonna write that down for later. All my life. I've never all my life. That's JoJo, Casey and JoJo. All my life by Casey and JoJo. Okay. Hey y'all, all my life I've never done what I just did. In my brain, I feel like once I made the decision to learn this keyboard again and learn to master this piano finally, and by doing so was committing to this channel, yes, and with 20 minutes a day. Like I said, we on day 14. I have never in all my life had the tenacity or the visualization or the imagination in my brain to actually think, hey, let's remember the white notes, and then you got the D flat note. Just remember the D flat major scale has only two white notes. So let's play the D flat. Let's do that again. I'm gonna do it the right way. The right way to me is playing the notes. I got it. Black. What else, y'all? Ho, 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 half. Okay. E flat. Now, there's a way to do it without me stretching and only using 5 fingers. There's a way to do it that it crosses over on the thumb on let's try it. Yeah. There we go. You see how I'm on the third note, I moved my thumb. That thumb is a magic wand, okay? Watch this. There's that move that thumb over. That normally would be like that. Okay, it'd be like that. You don't have enough fingers, so let's go thumb, index finger, and then cross that thumb over. That's that's wrong too, because it should always end on your pinky. Let's try it again. I think you skip the D flat, but you can play it if you got more fingers. You understand me? Or you could just do it technically, or how it's supposed to be done, which is play that third note, then switch over. That doesn't even make sense. How are you gonna make that thumb? That is not cool. This is practice. This is how we learn. We practice and we make mistakes. We make a lot of mistakes until we perfect it. Okay. I'll do the thumb now. Huh. Okay. That's kind of difficult. I would really have to practice for 20 minutes straight just on that D flat major scale. Let's move on. D major scale has only two black keys. So if we remember the F sharp and the C sharp being in the D major scale, F sharp and C sharp. Let's try it. My fingers are not ready to be technically correct. So I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay. So far so good. If you're getting this, write it down in the comments that it's kind of confusing or whatever. Let me know what you feel, how you feel, and if it's your truth, I'm good. Let's accept that and let me learn from that, from what you're getting. What I'm getting may be totally perceived different, totally different in your mind. Okay. Let's see what else we have here to learn. Where are we at? All right, so we did D major scale. What helps me, you guys, is learning the sharps. How many sharps and where are those sharps on the D major, scale, or the D flat scale? Let's move on to the E flat major scale. E flat would be C, D, E. Flat, 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 flat. E flat, E flat, E flat. So we start here. Yep. Remember, C is to the left of the two black keys. C, D, E. Okay, so E flat major scale has. Okay, this might be easy or difficult. You tell me in the comments. It's got a F sharp. It's got a G sharp. It's got a C sharp and a D sharp. Wow. So it's got four sharps. E flat major scale. No. E flat major scale. Yeah. Oh, my bad, y'all. I'm looking at the E major scale. The E major scale has all those sharps that I told you just now. Disregard that. I'm looking at it. It needs to be widened on my screen. The width needs to be this. The picture needs to be bigger. So E flat major scale starts with that E flat, but it has A flat, it has a B flat, and it has a E flat. So the only white chords, or white notes rather, on an E flat major scale is F, G, C, and D. So F, G, C, D, F, G, C, D. So let's try that. If you start from, and I'm gonna try to use one hand. That's not right. E flat major scale. If we're going whole step, half step, whole step, half step, it's gonna be again. Only white chords or only white notes are the F, G, C, and D. So I'm gonna keep my fingers on there so that I can remember. Yeah, let's do it. All right. So if we starting on the E flat, and this may be how I have to learn. This may be how I have to teach my brain embed it in there, and then later on down the line say, okay, I got the notes down packed. I got the keys and the flats and the blacks and the whites all down packed. However, I need to learn the fingering position now. Maybe I should have learned the feet fingering position before. No, I think this is how my spirit wants me to learn. So let's do it again. It's going to be a and these are the only white keys in a E flat. So that's easy enough. Remember, guys, that's how it's supposed to sound in every single scale, every single key, every single note. It doesn't change. It may go up an octave, down an octave, but it will not change the melody. That will never change. So once we got that, that is how you learn. That is how you learn how to play by ear. So with that being said, I am learning with the F, G, C, D. Okay, now that I know that that E flat scale that we're trying to E flat major scale we're trying to learn here, I get to remember the F, G is the white, and it's going to end on the two whites, or it's going to the white. We're using 4 whites, and the rest is going to be black keys out of 8 notes. So here we go. See, that's a whole step. You're skipping a half step, right? Start there, and the next key is going to be that F. Another whole key. Wait. Whole key, half key. Is that right? E flat? Yeah, that's right, guys. So F. Okay, so we're starting on the E. So whole. Okay. I'm a little confused. E flat, flat, F flat. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Let's get this. Help me get this E flat major scale down pat. Okay. Whole step from the E flat is the F. Whole step from the F is the G. And then your half step. Then you got ho, half. That's the F and the G. That's the white. Okay. That's the C and or the F and G. That's the white. And then you got the C, D. Don't seem right. Where am I? I'm on the E. And you're on the E flat. Yeah, E flat major scale. All right, cool, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. E flat. From a whole step, you got the there we go. Remember the F and G is white, and then a half step from there, right? Watch this. We're using only the F and the G, and the C and the D, which are the white chords, and the E flat major scale. We start with the E flat, we go whole step, half step, whole step. My bad. Start here. So we go whole step, half step, whole step, half step. We end on the same E flat. Okay, we start and end on the E flat. But I remember the C and D were white. Ho, ho, half, ho, ho, half. And I remember the white keys also were the F and the G. If we remember F and G white, C and D white, then everything else should fall in place as far as the black keys. Starting on what? E flat. And with that being done, we are at 1933. So I might as well stop there. We can try it one more time just to make it an even 20 minutes. Yes. E flat major scale. Ho, ho, half, ho, ho, half. That would take a lot of practice, and this is going to be, there's no rush. Rome was not built in a day. I thank you guys for coming today. You will not die with your music inside if you are following on this channel. I thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing this video if you so choose. I appreciate your coming, joining the channel, and being so patient with me. I hope you're learning something. Please leave a comment. Thank you. 2020 vision on the clock, baby. All right, now I'm making everything move here. Y'all hear me trying to click it off? Y'all see me trying to click it off now. Can't get no closer. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow on day 15.